Good morning, ladies.
Morning.
Morning. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
I guess the men know everything already.
Hey, Maida, I'm in the background, so watch yourself. Mother Maida.
Yeah, I thought you might be there, Rob. When I saw Aaron there, I figured you were both together.
Hey, we may go by and do a property preview of Daisy later on. I'll give you a call a little bit
Sure.
later on.
It's on a center lot.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Oh, it's on the spigot at the side of the house.
Okay.
Good morning. So you can do a referral to anybody. I mean, we prefer that you try to use within exit. But you're gonna do in dot loop. Do you have access? You don't have access to your dot loop yet? Okay. So you need to get a referral form. So one of us, Amanda or somebody, can help you with a referral form. The broker has to sign it, but you don't ever want to send the client's contact info, name, anything to that agent before you get a signed referral agreement. But yeah, but you want to negotiate your referral fee up front before you send it out. Good morning, everybody online. Sorry, we're getting going. And I'm in the wrong new share. Okay. So this morning we are we're going to take a little bit of a dive into KVCORE, and let me record. Actually, I think I'm already recording. We're going to take a little bit of a dive into KVCORE social and campaigns. So I want to make sure that you guys understand how to do some of these things, because this is how you're going to follow up with your clients, your sphere of influence people, but also your leads once you get your leads funneling into there as well. So it's really important that you make sure you understand how the system works for follow-up and assigning people to campaigns. It's actually pretty amazing the way that it works, because as long as you're using your hashtags correctly and your campaigns are set up, they would, just like Market Leader, as soon as you add a hashtag to somebody, it automatically launches that campaign. As well as if they automatically come into a certain group, or if you set up ponds, you can set up ponds as well, and it will automatically start sending out marketing for you. But I think what I want to start with is let's start with Core Social. So over on the left-hand side, the little airplane, paper airplane, is your marketing tab. So if you guys can see my screen online, the little marketing tab, if you go to marketing, if you click on new Core Social, and once you go into there, you'll see all of your little, all of the little social media tools within Core Social. So in here you have a calendar, and I'm going to let Ruth Ann go over some of this with you guys. You have linked to your social media platforms. It's really important that you guys have linked your social media platforms in your profile, because that's how it knows and that's how it's connected to launch things for you. Because notice over here on the side, my connections are not set up. So if you go up to manage posting preferences and your social media connections. So the first thing you want to do in your Core Social is set up your social media connections. So Core Social settings, you go up into, just like I showed you guys over here in the top right, settings and preferences, manage posting preferences, and then you want to click on edit, and you're going to click connect. And then it should automatically, if you're logged into your social media profiles on your computer, it'll ask, confirm the connection. It's automatically going to pull up your login. Continue. Link any of the pages that you guys want to link for it to connect with. So if you want to connect with multiple different pages, go ahead and click the different ones. So if you have multiple, you can click on multiple. I'm just going to pick exit results and then my broker page. And then hit next. What do you want to allow? Hit done. And it's going to connect your Facebook account for you. So now it says you've now linked Facebook to Core Listing Machine and Core Social. So then if I close that one, then I can do each of them. Makes sense? I'll just let you guys do that for a minute. You guys online can work on that as well if you're not already linked. And then X needs to be connected also if you want to connect X. Come on, guys.
Well,
Am I the only
Tina, will
one?
it do Instagram too?
I think, well, I don't think so, but, and it won't do TikTok either. Yeah, no, I know that. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I was going to add. So whatever if you have your Facebook linked to your Instagram, you can push from your Facebook. And if you have that connection set up to push over, you can do that. Yes. Yeah, so you do need a business page. I know. But what you do is, what I recommend is, the only reason that you really need to do a business page is to do boosted ads, to do things like this, schedulers and automatic posts. But then you're going to take from your business page and share over to your personal, and put a personal message, a more personal message to go with the share. And then the more you do that, people will eventually start to like and follow your business page more. But you have to have a business account, one, to link and connect these in KV Social, but then also to do the boosted Facebook ads and things like that, you have to have a business page also. Nice. Nice. Awesome. Very cool. Thank you. So once you've connected them all, you want to click allow posting on each one. So come on now, who knows what X is? Thank you. You knew that, didn't you? No, you didn't know that. X is Twitter now. So Elon Musk rebranded Twitter to X. So it's now called X.
I mean, you guys say that's
Well,
the one platform I don't use.
I do. I do
I
Twitter.
used to, I had to.
Yeah.
Did you hear on the news, Tina, where he put that big X on the top of the building?
And got in
It was-
trouble.
And he had to take it down.
I know.
That's so
that,
funny.
yeah. Okay, so if you don't do Twitter, don't worry about it, just take it off. But for me, it's just another source. So if I'm auto posting, then absolutely I'm including Twitter in the auto posts because there are people that, and especially with Elon Musk taking it over, and I think some people are migrating back to Twitter because now they see it as a unbiased platform that they can utilize again. So I'm just saying, you know, if you're doing auto posts, I wouldn't necessarily leave one out. Just go back, just connect it and auto post to it. So holidays, selected holidays for core social, posting permissions for holidays, whether you want things posted on holidays on these accounts or not, but just go through and check all the ones that you want as social media holidays where you're not going. So you either allow content to be posted on those holidays or you don't allow content to be posted. I am not going to unallow things to be posted on there. So that's why I checked off allowing content to be posted on Facebook and Twitter. Makes sense. And I'm not going to select any of the holidays. But if you didn't want something posted on a specific holiday, so if there's a holiday that you honor that's on here and you don't like anything posted on that holiday, then you would click on those holidays and then things would not post on those holidays.
I had that back, I guess.
Wait a minute, what?
I thought you click on the ones you do want posted. It's my understanding.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's
because
selected
it says selected holidays for core social, so you have to click the ones you could want.
If you have, okay, allowing content or not allow. So I guess it depends on whether you have the posting permissions.
Yes.
So if you're allowing content to be posted on the holidays, then I don't think it really matters. I don't think you have to select a holiday.
I think I definitely.
But
that's the
you
thing.
still have to set up you still have to create and set up your posts anyway. Because it doesn't have auto posts, does it?
Not that I
No.
saw, but
Yeah.
I think you still have to select the ones you want. I mean, I could be wrong, but that was my understanding. Of what
So
I was
just
reading.
allow on all of these?
I mean, you can. I didn't do any of the candidate day ones myself, but I mean, I did select the ones that I wanted posted on mine because you know the left side is just saying, "Can we do it?" Yes. And
Right.
I think the right
But
side
it's
is gonna
not
say
auto.
yes.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, no.
but it's not auto posts. So,
You have to select the ones.
I mean,
you
I,
want.
okay, yeah, right, exactly. So, I mean, I would just, then yeah, if you want to select them all, I took it as I allow content on holidays. But then if I'm scheduling something to go out and it falls on a holiday, I have it set up to allow posts on holidays. So but I mean, I guess it's double good if you select them all.
Yeah.
But the opposite is true. So if there's a holiday that you don't want it to post on, you would click not allowing content, and then you would pick the holidays you don't want content to be posted on, if that makes sense. Okay. And then
And
hit
where's that option? Where was
you
that
would
option?
allowing content to not allowing content, and then pick the holidays you don't want content allowed on. Or you could click allowing content and unclick the ones you don't want to allow.
No, I think allowing content is general. Are we allowing?
Right,
content or
so,
not?
but that's what I'm saying, because you said then you have to click the ones you want
Right.
it to allow on.
But if you hit unallowing content, then it's not gonna allow anything.
I know, so what I said
I'm
was,
confused.
if you're allowing content,
Right.
this is saying allow content on these holidays that I have checked off right now. If I unclick, for example, the religious Easter, it's not allowing posting on religious Easter right now. It's allowing me to post on all the other ones, but not religious Easter. So Brandon, you can do it either way. You can either say I'm not allowing content on any of these holidays, or I'm allowing content, but only on these holidays.
See,
Okay,
thought
I just
you were
want to know
saying-
how you got to that window again. How'd you get to that
How did I
window?
get here, Brandon? So I got here, settings and preferences button. So I went to the marketing. I went to
Yep, I'm there.
course settings and preferences, and then holidays, hit edit.
Okay. Got it.
And then
Thank you.
articles, you're welcome. So you can set it up to auto post articles for you, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. So you can set it up to auto post articles for you on whichever sites you want it to post on. You can pick how many days a week you want it to post articles, and then what topics you want it to post on. So if you want self-improvement Saturday or self-improvement Sunday, you could pick self-improvement, well, the topic. So you can't pick only if you're doing 1 day a week, you can pick what articles you want posted on that 1 day a week, the different topics, and it'll just rotate through different topics. So if you just want self-improvement Sunday articles, then you would just pick Sunday and self-improvement. Okay. But if I want articles to post, say on Thursdays, well, let's say Wednesdays and Sundays, then I'm going to pick the different kinds of articles that I want it to post. And then it's going to rotate through those topics on those days. Does that make sense?
It's not gonna, like, if you select, like you just selected a bunch, it's not gonna blast all those on a Sunday and Monday or a Wednesday. It's gonna rotate.
It's going to pick from those categories. It's going to pick a rotation.
Okay.
So, one Sunday it might do self-improvement. One Wednesday it might do interior design. The next Sunday might be buying and selling tip. So it's just going to be random stuff that it's going to put out from within those categories, but it's not going to put out whatever I have selected right now, 7 different articles
Right.
on Sunday and 7 on Wednesday. It's a good question.
So
Now, if I hit save settings.
so
Oh,
these are
8.
articles that you create yourself, correct?
What's that?
These are articles that you create yourself.
No, it's automatic from the system.
Oh, okay. Where are they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there there's times always that are good to post, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 9 o'clock in the morning. Are there days that are good to post as well too?
I mean, I think it depends on what you're posting. Yes, see, it's not gonna post them.
You can look at your Brandon.
Like analytics say there's always good times to post and good days to post. I was just curious.
Yeah, I mean, you could Google that. Yeah, you could watch when you're getting the most engagement, but you could also Google it.
Yep.
I don't know offhand.
Okay.
And it probably depends on what you're posting. Different topics and different things have better days and better times. And if different accounts, social media accounts have better days and times too. So it's not like, okay, all accounts, it's really good to post on Thursdays. You might have, it's really good to post on TikTok on Saturdays mornings and Tuesday evenings or something. And you might have Facebook is better for Monday mornings and Thursday. Well, you know what I mean? So it's
Yep.
specific to the social media account and specific to the time of day and what the content you're posting, I think.
Tina, I have a question.
Okay.
Is there a way to preview the articles that will be posted?
Hear you. To preview the articles before they get posted. Not that I know of, no.
And also,
I mean,
so go ahead, I'm sorry.
I think if it goes out and you don't like it, you would just delete it.
So will everyone who all of the agents that choose, say, food get the same food article, or how does that work?
That's a good question. I mean, I would think probably whatever they're posting one for everybody on that day. So yes, I would think that one article is getting posted on that same day.
Okay.
But the thing to think of what? Yeah, I know. But I mean, the thing to think about is you guys are all following each other. Chances are your clients and your friends aren't following all the other agents in the office on their business pages. You know what I mean? So the people
They may
that would,
be following other agents that use KVCORE, so that's why I'm asking.
yeah, that's true. Maybe.
your value be better than the others.
Yeah. And you don't have to allow the auto posting. So you can blog and post yourself. So if you'd rather write an article or find an article that you like and reshare it, or write an article using AI, use ChatGPT and write your own content. And now you have creative content that you're putting out that nobody else is putting out. You could put it on your blog and you could boost it out to your social media. But the automatic feature is just a time savings. It's an ease of and a benefit. So it's not going to be custom, there's no way they could make it custom to every agent that's on the platform. But good question. But I want to know why it's saying my connections are not connected.
But when I go in there, it says connect.
Oh, there we go. Refresh,
Gotta go back and
refresh your screen.
That's what I had to do.
So mine popped up now.
And then I logged out and logged back in.
So yeah, it's not going to my personal. Okay, so this is kind of your overview, right? This shows you what's going on. It's your dashboard for your core social. So now to decide what you want to post out, other than the articles, what you want to post out on your social media, you're going to use the design center. So if I go view marketing templates and I go to the design center, this is where all of the different KVCORE designs currently are that they already have created. So notice up here, you have print media, social media, video, website, and then your saved designs. You can also search by listings. So your listing inventory, and you could click on one of your listings. So if I go to social media, because we're working on social media, in the social media center, design center, if you notice, I want this to go away. On the left-hand side, you have different styles, first of all, of design content that you can choose from. Traditional. If I click on that, it's going to show me more of a traditional design, modern design. And the changes are tiny changes, guys. It's not, oh, I have everything in here. It's not like they're going to be, ooh, that's wild and crazy. It's totally different. But it's going to be different typefaces, different color schemes, different layouts, slightly different for each one. Please do.
This settings and media library. That's an important thing to click on, because right there, if you're in right now, I mean, here's 19, I'll say company, but if you put on your own name, you can choose what font that you want as your primary font and your secondary font. So if you don't like what they have automatically, you can go in here and be like, well, my brand fonts are these ones. You can put those in and set them so that it looks like something you would do. Or if you want to change the colors up, like up there, we have teal and gray right now. So if you wanted to make it a different color for your marketing, you can adjust that here. And then you can also add your own, there's like the media library. So if you had photos you wanted to use, or like your headshots or something like that, you could add it right in there. So just a couple little things. And then on the company end, we already added the disclaimers about if you have another agent, and then the wiring fraud. So those are already in there automatically. But, yeah.
Awesome.
Why would you want your headshot in there?
Why does
Why do I have you shouldn't. That was probably a mistake I made when I was.
really have yours in there?
No, I have Anne's headshot. It was
So did everybody online hear what Ruth Ann said? What she said was, if you go to, if you go up here to settings and media library, and you go into there, this is where you can customize your own colors, logo, fonts, all of that you can put in custom for yourself. So if you want to change the secondary color, because you are, maybe you do teal and hot pink, and that's your color scheme for your logo and for all of your marketing, you could do teal and hot pink. If you like different fonts, so if you like, instead of these fonts, you really want a nicer, I don't know, you want a script, or you want a serif instead of a sans serif font, you can go in here and you can change all of that and pick what you want for your typefaces and everything. And you notice it's going to show you a preview of those fonts that you're going to change to. It's gonna change the preview on the right-hand side and show you what the different fonts look like. So you can actually go in there and play around with it and pick a design, typeface, everything that you like, and then save it as your custom typeface, your custom design. Any questions on that? No? Okay. Just make sure it's legible. Be very careful, you know, it's just a little design tip. If you're picking a script, just be very careful because some scripts are really hard to read, and you might pick a script because you want it fancy and that looks really pretty. But then when you get it in the design, you can't read it at all. And you're like, oh, that's terrible. I can't read that. So just pay attention to those things on the right-hand side when you're changing everything, what you like. Just for reference, I don't know if they're in here. Of course, probably not. The exit typeface, the exit standard typeface for our logo is Arial, A-R-I-A-L, and bold or black is the bottom words in the logo. But I don't see it loaded in here in the standard fonts. So just, if that's what you want, just pick something that's as close to it as possible, which would be a sans serif, something like Helvetica.
How that.
Yeah,
What, Helvetica?
Yeah, I spelled.
Yeah. Or pick something that just kind of complements it. All right. So then you're going to hit save once you've picked your typefaces. The logos, I mean, you guys could upload your own personal logo as well. If you have your own personal logo, just make sure, remember, the guidelines are that anywhere your name appears, your brokerage name must appear as well. So notice your brokerage name is not Exit, right? What's your brokerage name? That's right. Thank you. Exit Results Realty in full is your brokerage name. You do not have to have, and as much as it pains me to tell you this, you do not have to have the Exit logo on all of your stuff, but it needs to be legible, prominent. It cannot be minuscule where I have to go like with my, you know, my magnifying glass to find it. It's supposed to be, I know, right? I don't have my glasses. It's supposed to be similar size to your name, where your name appears. So you can't have like Trevor Hyatt blasted across the side of a moving truck and then Exit Results Realty, teeny tiny down at the bottom. I'll tell you, an agent, a pretty big agent nearby. I was in a broker supervision class with this agent, and he willingly shared that when he had all of his truck designs done, his box trucks, moving trucks, and he has multiple, and his building signage and everything, and his name was like, boom, and his brokerage name was like this, he actually got flagged and fined, and he had to redo all of his marketing. His trucks all had to be rewrapped. His sign on the building had to be redone, and it was in multiple five figures what it cost him to redo all of that. So just be very careful. I try to watch, like I try to keep an eye on your social media and to keep you guys out of trouble. And if I flag you for something, if I message you and like, hey girl, I love this, but I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm really trying to keep you guys and us out of trouble, because you can get, and there are agents out there that will report you just because they have no business going on otherwise. Now, haters gonna hate, that's right. So the phone number, yeah, so that's the other thing. Remember, because KVCORE does not know the regulations in every state, right? They don't know what the state regulations are. Your MLS ID number or your license number does not, in Maryland, need to be on any of your marketing anywhere. So those are all settings. You guys can go in when you edit your materials. If it's on there, take out the MLS ID and add in your office number. Make your cell phone number bigger. I don't care. But the office number needs to be legible, okay? It needs to be a direct number where a consumer can get directly to the broker without having to go through you. Okay, so your cell phone number can go on there and be bigger than the office number, but the office number has to be on there and it has to be legible. It can't be down here in this teeny tiny gray print that you can't even read, right? But the exit name. So go in here, guys, and put in your personal logos. If you have your own branded logo, add that in there. And
Tina,
you can
quick
add.
question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
When we are publishing both numbers on marketing material, do we have to label them? Does it have to say cell and office, or can they be?
It doesn't, but it does not have to, but I would add it because, you know, you want them to know this is your cell phone number, most likely. Because if they call, you know, you want to be clear. It can be C and O, it can be
Right.
M for mobile and O for office, whatever you think people will understand and know. But I would label them somehow so people know what it is that they're calling.
Yeah, CNO is good because I've seen that I've run into character limitations in the phone number field and some marketing templates.
Yeah.
When you don't have enough to spell out office or cell. So I guess CNO is good. Okay.
Yep, that's what I'll use on a lot of stuff. When I do our social media posts and all, I'll use C for cell and O for office. Videos. So there's different video options in here. It's not letting me, I think it's just the one. Okay, okay. And I think it's the main one for the main screen. Again, like Ruth Ann said, the disclaimer is in here already. Did you have that?
Yes.
Kim? Oh, you're the best.
I tried. You're welcome.
Everybody thank Ruth Ann for helping add that in there for us. So the disclaimer for fraud is in here, the wiring instruction fraud. And then the primary disclaimer for if you have a brokerage relationship, this is not intended to be a solicitation. Those are required to be on all of your material. Well, particularly the main disclosure that this is not intended to be a solicitation. The fraud disclosure, you can choose when and where you want to use that. It should absolutely always be on your email signature blocks. So if you guys don't already have it on there, there's multiple places you can get access to that. You can even copy it off of my email signature or the admin teams and email that they sent to you, but make sure you're putting that in all of your signature blocks, okay? But you guys can go in here and customize all of these things for yourself as well. Okay. So scrolling back down to social media, on the left-hand side, you have the different options. So there is a new agent announcement. So for my newer agents, do I have to go in and enable different content?
I wouldn't think so.
You have them? Oh, I wonder if it's because I'm in. That's
I don't know,
odd.
that's what mine allows. I was
so
doing
weird.
recruiting. I did
I wonder why I
landing
don't-
engagement for recruiting.
Huh. I wonder why I don't have it. But anyway, why do I have none?
I don't know, there must be some button somehow got pushed
Do
in
you
there.
guys, does everybody see, when you click on social media designs, do you see all these designs? Maybe it's because I'm
Yeah.
in I know why, I was in luxury. There must not be any in luxury.
Yeah, the main feed design.
That's why. So if you're just picking on checking off luxury and you're not seeing content, check off traditional and modern also, or instead of, because it just may not be any luxury designs. So you can see once you pick new agent announcements, there's some new agent announcements there. There's main feed designs, there's square ones for Instagram, and then story designs for your story also. So you could create the same design for all three items if you wanted. If you're looking or you're talking about recruiting, if you're interested in recruiting, sponsoring, there are some recruiting designs for you also. You're more than welcome to use these. Listing promotion, community outreach. So all of these different designs are here for you guys to use. What I would recommend is pick one that you like, pick a style and a design that you like. What you don't, and stick with it. What you don't want to do is, oh, I'm going to do this one this time. And oh, I like this one. I think I'll do this one this time. You want to create for yourself a consistent branded look. right? Where all of it, but you could pick 3 different ones if you're going to do one for just listed, one for open houses, and one for just sold, right? So every time you do a just listed, this is the design you use. And maybe you want a solid background behind it. And then every time you do an open house, this is the design that you use. But be consistent in your inconsistency. Do you have all of these checked off? Traditional,
Yes.
modern, and luxury? Do you only have main
I
theme?
have none of them checked off, to see everything.
Try unchecking everything
So should we check or uncheck?
I unchecked them all that
to
way. it's
see
not
all the
just pictures.
content.
Yeah.
And
Main feed design.
And then have
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
that's 7. That's for listing.
Square design.
Well, I unchecked everything.
yeah,
Squares underneath of it.
why would she only have square? Is she on social media?
Yeah, like if you uncheck everything, it's rows, like right there where you got square design and underneath you got store design.
That's weird.
I see the when you go into flyer media, it's when you.
Do you guys online, does everybody see square designs?
Yeah.
Me. Up top and it takes you back to all the social media. Once you click on one of the design.
Did you get
types-
it?
Yeah. just
Savan-
that one.
Oh, okay. All right, awesome.
So are we supposed to see hours?
When you drop it down, yes. Do you not see yours? Did you link your MLS ID in your profile? Make sure your profile has your MLS ID in there. So a couple things. So somebody had said to me, well, but I really want my photo or our team photos on here. So if I show you, the system is awesome, but it's not perfect, right? It's not Canva itself. So what I did, for example, and notice like the agent achievement ones, those can be used, guys, for your testimonials. So if you like a design, you can use the same consistent design for your testimonials, your agent testimonials. And then they're in here. All you have to do is go in and add or change your testimonial, and it's going to have all of your branded information in here for you. So I would put in here, 5-star Friday or whatever I want this to be, right? I could even add an image that's 5 stars, and I can just make this new testimonial. And you can save these designs after you've modified or edited, tweaked it, whatever. And then you can put in here all of your text for your little testimonial and save it. And now you have that in here for every single time. Does that make sense? So however you want your 5-star Friday, but you can play with these typefaces. You can play with it a little bit. But if you were to say, okay, well, I really like the open house post, but I want my photo on there, or the just listed post. So what I was doing with these was, if this is the open house post and I had put in the street address, I put in when it's going to be an open house. If the open house is loaded into the MLS, I'll tell you, when you go in here and you put the listing in, if it's been loaded into the MLS, the open house details, it'll automatically pull those details over into here for you. Okay. So what I did then was, so if it's done and you like the way it looks straight from here, you can share to social media. If you're not happy or you want to add your own headshot or whatnot, then you're going to have to download your design. And that's when I would pull them up into Canva. And in Canva, I would add your headshot or whatever else it was that you wanted on your design to customize your design. So for example, if I should, like, here's Robin Aaron's just listed that I had shared out on social media. I created it in KVCORE, downloaded the design, uploaded their team photo and their information. Now I can either share it from Canva and schedule it from Canva, or I can download it and schedule it out or post it however I want. Remember, there's several different options for free schedule or scheduler tools. Facebook Meta has a scheduler tool for your business pages. Another benefit of having a business page is you can do scheduled posts from the Meta Business Suite. Canva, depending on the version of Canva that you're paying for or not paying for, there's a scheduler tool in Canva as well. So from here, I could just go to share on social, and then I can schedule it. If you have the premium Canva paid version, you can schedule it to go out on social media from there, or under KVCORE, in KVCORE, you can schedule from there also. Okay, or you can share out right away automatically. So once I create it, it'll be in my saved designs. So here it is in my saved designs. Okay. So going back to social media, those are some of the social media tools that they have in here for you guys. There are also community events. So you can use these community events for seminars that you're holding. So if you're doing a first-time homebuyer seminar or a military relocation seminar or whatever, whether it's virtual or in person, there's event invitations in here that you can customize to create an event. Okay. And then of course the story ones. So it's all a matter of what you guys want to create and what you want it to go out on. Questions on any of that on the social media? No? Ruth Ann, can you create your own, upload your own social media designs into here or templates? Do you know?
That is the setting the library up at the top right corner done, and then when you're in there with the library part, I think that's the only way you really do it is you upload something Canva here and then use that as your media, but otherwise I don't see like a way to.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, what we just said was if you have Canva things that you like, remember too, especially if you have the paid version of Canva, you have a license to use all of those photos in Canva. So if you're looking, be very careful just going on Google and searching for a cool photo and downloading it. You don't have a license to use photos that you pull off of Google. But if you have a Canva account, when you pull down a photo, like I will tell you, if I go up here into settings and I go into the media, all of these photos, these are the photos on your website down at the bottom on the different counties, right? Where you can search a specific county. These photos, I legit found and pulled down. This is actually Frederick, downtown city of Frederick, their little river walk or whatever it's called. I found that in Canva and I downloaded it. So I just searched Frederick, Maryland, and picture in photos, and pictures of Frederick, Maryland came up. I found the one I liked and I downloaded it. So if you notice, and then I uploaded it and it's on our website. So there was no issues there with copyright. This is actually downtown Baltimore. The picture that I found of Pennsylvania is actually Pennsylvania. So you can download photos and then you can bring them in and you can upload them into your media if you get them out of Canva, okay? Just be very careful just Googling a picture and using what you come up with on Google because it may not be copyrighted to you. So, but like some of these, for example, I noticed in here, there's a post for touring a city, like community events, or this one, explore Frederick, Maryland, right? And if I wanted a cool Frederick photo and I'm doing a post about everything downtown and around upcoming weekend events in Frederick, which is a cool post idea, then I can go to Canva, find a Frederick photo that I like and dump it in here and use it in my marketing materials, right? If there's a background image that you've used for your marketing and your branding, here's another one for city names, but if there's a background image that you like and you use in your branding and your marketing, you can upload that same image into here, or artwork. So if you use a specific little graphic that's some fun, cool little background graphic that you use in all of your just listed cards, I'll show you, for those of you that follow him, Frankie Joel, just to give you an example of what I'm talking about on graphics, you can pull them down if it's in Canva that you found it, pull it down out of Canva, you can load it into your KVCORE. So like when he does his little motivational quotes, he uses this same bohemian or whatever you want to call that style background graphic. He could load that into KVCORE and dump that into all of his posts. So now when he's doing that testimonial Friday post or whatever, he could add that in the background behind his text copy, and that could be your branded look, right? Or the other option, if you created this in Canva, so this image, for example, he created this in Canva with the quotes and the teal border. What I would say, and this is his logo, leave this white, so leave this blank, take your quote out of it, download that as your background image in Canva, upload it into KVCORE. Now you could make that your background image on one of these designs. And then all you have to do is put your testimonial in there every single time and schedule it and share it out from KVCORE. So that's a way that if you wanted to use KVCORE for all of your marketing and to create your content and not have to jump back and forth between the two, like Ruth Ann said, download your image, upload it into KVCORE, and then now you have it in there all the time as one of your images. And you could do he could do all of these really, and all of these could go into KVCORE with no copy in the background, just his logo, his image, artwork, and then that's what he's pulling and using from in KVCORE all the time.
Images.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about copyright, a lot of people are taking from the MLS the people's photos when they go under contract. You cannot have permission to do that. Somebody else's MLS photos, that's not okay.
Yeah. So just so you guys online hear that, because that's a great point. And like, for example, so here's one of his just sold. So he does it all the same thing all the time. I'm sold, y'all. It's always the just sold design that he uses, right? So you could do as much of that as you can create in Canva, leaving out where you're going to put the specific copy, and then in KVCORE, put that copy, overlay it over your background image. But you'd also have to put the property photo in there as well. But so what Ruth Ann said, and then I'll get you, Cassie, is make sure if you're pulling photos out of the MLS, you don't have permission to use other brokerages' photos in your marketing material. Our brokerage listings, you do, because they're licensed to our brokerage, but you don't for other people's content, other people's listings. The other thing to that is down the road in the future, if you go and you relist a property or you list a property that had been listed before, you do not have permission to use those past MLS photos. Those were licensed to that brokerage that hired that photographer for that listing term. Make sense? Yeah.
So I take all of my photos down.
Yeah.
That's not. So I'm tripping because I have a rental and I don't see that in here at all. I see my other listings, but I don't see my rental.
So it might be, there is a setting of the listings, what you want pulled in. Isn't there a setting in your profile to pull in listing, just sold, list, rentals?
Well, I did when it went active, I did get the KVCORE, here are your assets.
Yeah.
But
It's still active?
yeah,
I would go to it just straight from listings. Go over to listings.
I did.
What's the street address?
It's 3410.
Lindale
Linden.
Avenue?
Hey,
'Cause
Tina,
Yes.
I have a question. So those RSP USA postcards that I
Yes.
sent out, I didn't represent the.
I know, somebody's not muted. Can everybody mute for me online other than Carrie? Give me a shot. Try it again. Carrie, are you and Maida sitting side by side?
Yes.
That's why. Okay, so your RSP photos that you created, but RSP has a license with Bright. So if you use if RSP is automatically sending that out for you, you're not in trouble. You didn't create it. RSP did. And you were involved in that transaction. So you're fine. You're not going to get in trouble because RSP used photos to send out a postcard on your behalf where you weren't the listing brokerage. Because you were the buyer, what I'm talking about is not a just sold postcard where you brought the buyer and you sold that property, because now that's that buyer's house. And if you send out the just sold, I mean, there is some, if you're using RSP, let's put it this way, you're fine. You're safe if you're using RSP and they're creating the postcards for you. What I don't want you doing is going into Canva, pulling down somebody else's photos, creating a postcard, having it printed and mailing it out yourself. But I'm also referring to, you can't do marketing social media posts for, gorgeous coming soon, because you don't have your photos yet, using the last listings photos because they were still on the MLS. You can't do that. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Well,
You're smart, Alec. We have an echo in the room of you.
So
okay.
quick question with that. Just real
Sure.
quick question. On the, so if you're just trying to do a coming soon photo, I mean, is it better just to go, because I've taken like the front of the house off of an old MLS and just put I know it's wrong and I'm not going to do it anymore, but so do I just go take a decent cell phone shot and then just use that for the meantime?
Yep. Absolutely. Or you might even be able to Google it and find it on Google Maps and screenshot a cool updated photo off of Google Maps, like Google Earth. Because that's, that's Google. It's now public. It's basically public record, public, it's the front of their house. But no, you can't go in and search and pull off a photo from the past, like an old Zillow listing or an old Redfin or MLS. But you can, I would say go take your own picture of the front of the house and use that in your coming soon.
I see it goes off from representing the buyer and they go under contract. They're like, oh, now under contract, they use the MLS photo. It's like, go take one with your.
Take your own.
Yeah, you're not.
You just want to be careful using other people's pictures. Like I said, some people don't care. Other people are gonna report you just because that's how they are, right?
Roger.
Yeah, you can ask. Yep. Yeah, you can ask. And like Trevor just said, he's had agents ask him in the past, hey, can I make a social media post using those photos now that we're under contract? So you can always ask, right? And if they say, yeah, great, you're done. But if they say no, then obviously, you don't want to do that. So the social media content, any other questions on social media before we move over to campaigns? No, we're good. Everybody good? Okay. Okay. So back over to marketing. If I go to marketing and I click on all marketing, you'll notice here's all the marketing you guys have available to you to utilize. Okay. So some of the things that I want to point out, easy, down and dirty, birthdays and anniversaries. So you can send automated texts or emails on your contacts' birthdays and their anniversary of purchase if you choose to. So if you have their birthdays in there, if you click on birthday and anniversaries, it's going to ask you to pick some things, right? Who do you want a birthday post a message or an anniversary message to go out to? Do you want it to go to everybody? I would say absolutely. Everybody should get a birthday message from you, right? Anniversary of purchase, same thing. I mean, your active clients, your closed clients, just everybody, maybe not your new leads. But the anniversary date has to be in here for these tools to work, right? So the system's smart. It's not a genius system. So it doesn't know when your client bought a house with you, just because you said, yes, send them an anniversary post. You have to actually, in their contact record, put in their home purchase anniversary date. Okay. But what I would do is I would set this up now. So moving forward, every time you close on with somebody, you're making sure that anniversary date's going in there on the settlement date, and they're gonna start getting anniversary text or emails from you on their purchase anniversary. Same with birthdays, guys. You should have a questionnaire form that you give to your buyers or sellers, either when you're qualifying or going over with them the buyer consultation, right? Either at that point, a little questionnaire. What type of home are you looking for? What features are must-haves? Which ones are would like to haves? What are the not necessaries or don't want at all? What's your favorite restaurant? What's your favorite drink, coffee drink, food, whatever you want to ask them. What's your birthday, right? Because what are you doing with all this information? Using it to connect with them, right? And build rapport. So you absolutely should be asking all those questions. If you don't feel comfortable asking it at the buyer consultation or the listing appointment, then when are you absolutely going to ask? Settlement, at the settlement table, right? Absolutely. And it could be an exit interview questionnaire. How, what could I have done better? What do you feel like I did well? How would you rate your transaction with me? Would you be willing to give me a referral? What's your birthday? What's your favorite restaurant so that I can keep in touch with you better in the future? All of those things are great things to ask. I recommend asking them up front, because if they're going to give me a referral and I know their favorite restaurant is Texas Roadhouse, guess what I'm sending them? A gift certificate to Texas Roadhouse. Exactly, right? Cassie's got the personalized ones, but I'm sending them.
Yeah, we can also select here.
Okay, so I'll go back. I went the little paper airplane, all marketing, and then scroll through. This is all the different kinds of marketing tools you guys have available to you. I clicked on birthdays and anniversaries, learn more. And then in here, you're going to go through and check all the ones you want to send it to.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Campaigns.
Birthdays and anniversaries. All marketing, birthdays and anniversaries. Scroll down a little bit. So just make sure once you've clicked off all these that you want it to go to, please make sure you hit save, guys, on each side, because that's what's actually going to save those selections. Notice under the happy birthday email or happy birthday text, there's a template. You can change the template. Do you want it to run on their birthday, or do you want it to run before their birthday? Don't send it after their birthday. That's just weird.
I thought I would do that now. I was like, why would I do that?
But you can change this message. You can add your own template message. And then same with happy birthday email. Here's the template that it's using. That's the one that they've selected. And there is a visit my website. The button's there. They can visit your website. Okay. Same with the home purchase anniversary. You can take a look at the happy anniversary message and the happy anniversary text.
That one makes me happy. It's like, why give us options for people? They don't have any anniversary purchase yet.
I know. Well, maybe they do. Maybe they had bought with you and now they've come back around and they are looking to buy an investment property or beach house, or they're selling and buying something else. You want to make sure that I would keep them on there, because if they move through your pipeline from closed and they become active again, you want to make sure that that message is still going out to them.
Okay. Thank you. I was looking
Yeah,
at,
no, good question.
Options. Okay, now that makes sense.
Yep, yep.
Okay.
So make sure you hit save. But that's how you set up your home, your birthday posts and texts and your anniversary purchase. You don't have to send both. If you just want to text them and you don't want to send an email, you could take that out. However, remember, some contacts you might only have one or the other. So if I only have it selected to ever send a text message and I don't have a cell phone number for that person yet, because maybe they're a lead and I've not gotten a cell phone number, they're not going to get a birthday message from me. Ideally, if I have a birth date, I most likely have their cell phone number, but who knows, right? So just keep that in mind. You may not always have both contacts, so you want them to get something from you.
You can also easily get the birthday from. I got a.
If they're an active.
I do get my previous client's birthday from my old lender. I was like, oh.
That's awesome. Yeah. So if they, you can go back and ask for their birth date. If they've closed with you, go to the lender. Or if they're active, you could ask the lender for their birth date. But I really recommend, guys, those questionnaires. Yeah,
And then sometimes when you see, like, my personal email, Sandra, yours.
Yeah, for everyone.
It's my birthday, and sometimes if it's numbers behind it, I'm like. "Such and such,"
Mhm.
And they'll be like, no, it's such and such, and I just make sure I got it.
Yeah.
Or when it's a lead, and I see there, I always ask all the leads.
for their driver's license. That's what I was
So
gonna say
get
too.
their And I'm like, is this your current address or whatever? And
Yeah.
that's how I send them the personal note.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure you guys are doing that, guys. If you're meeting leads, it's a great one for safety purposes. Ask them for a copy of their driver's license, but two, because you can get so much information off their driver's license, right? Current mailing address, birth date, and their full name. So now after you've met them, what can you send them? A little handwritten thank you note. Hey there, Tasha, it was so great meeting you today. Thanks for taking time to come out to 123 Maple Street. Hope you keep, whatever. I'll be sending you some future listings to take a look at. Let me know how it goes when you talk to Keith. Look forward to connecting again soon, right? I can send her a little personalized handwritten note card because I got her driver's license. And you can either snap a picture of it and you can use me as safety. Just say, hey, my broker requires me. I've told Trevor, make me the bad guy. I don't care. Do you need to call me or you need an out? Make me your bad guy. Always make me your bad guy to your leads and your clients, right? My broker, for my safety purposes, requires me to send a copy of your driver's license to the office as soon as I meet with you in person or before I meet with you or whatever. Yeah.
And I always say it's just.
Precaution.
Okay.
Yeah, because here's the thing, bad guys are not gonna send you a copy of their driver's license, right? Or if they do, it's not gonna be the real one, but they're not gonna send you a copy of their driver's license.
No, I remember that when I called
yeah,
on that night.
she called me.
It did something in my gut.
Maryland Judiciary Case Search.
Yeah,
That's-
keep in mind, I know, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Best for December.
MD case, if you Google MD case search or Maryland Judiciary Case Search, you can look up people, but what's the other one? There's another one. Forewarn, yeah, is another good one. Forewarn, you might have to pay for. MD case search is free. MD case search is free.
I use that for dating. I use that for.
Yeah, yeah. But listen to your gut, guys. If your gut's telling you, what's that saying? If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's a duck. Yeah, listen to your gut. Yeah, exactly. So, okay, so going back into social media campaigns, you do have voicemail drop, so you can actually drop personalized messages straight into clients' voicemail boxes. So that's a really cool tool. You can do that for prospecting. So if you go into Remine and there's some properties that have a high likelihood to sell in a neighborhood you have a buyer looking in, you could actually do a voicemail drop if you have phone numbers out of Remine and do a voicemail drop to all of those homeowners. And you guys, I'm sure you guys have gotten them. I know I get them that says, hey, this is Tina. I'm looking for properties in Arbutus, Maryland. Are you interested in selling 5496 Oakland Road or whatever, right? They're dropping voicemails right into your voicemail box. So smart campaigns is the other one that I want to show you guys. You can schedule mass emails to go out to a whole group of contacts. Setting up search alerts, right, on listings for your clients. So you can send your clients search alerts through here. Hashtag management. So before I go into Smart Campaign, I want to show you hashtag management. So hashtag management is where you can add new hashtags. You can merge multiple hashtags. So if you have, if you accidentally put in there hashtag Zillow, hashtag Z, hashtag Zillow Premier, and you want them all merged together, you could click multiple and you could actually merge multiple hashtags, or you can mass delete hashtags too. So if you've gone in and you've merged them all and you're not using any of these before anymore, because you just don't want to use it, you could actually go in, like, here's loan officer, loan offer, whatever, whoever, so, but you could merge those and change it. Notice some of these are pulling everybody's hashtags, but look, there's Howard County Fair. People are using it all different ways. Invisible fence. So if you have a contractor or you have a past client that does something specific that you want to be able to go back in and search by that, plumber, electrician, fence, deck, whatever, right? Asphalt, striping. You can actually add a hashtag specifically for that job or that field or that industry that they're in, estate attorney, divorce attorney, bankruptcy attorney, whatever, right? You can add hashtags for all of those little things so that you can go back in and find everybody with that hashtag. If you have a whole group of people, because you have a Frenchie and you have a whole group of people that have Frenchies, you could create hashtag Frenchie, and then you could do a mass email with an article or a blog about, you know, pet care for Frenchies or socialization for your Frenchie or fun things to do with your Frenchie or whatever. You could run a contest, fun Frenchie photo contest. So, I mean, I'm just pulling fun things, but it could be golf. If you have golf or cigar people, or so think about how your people are connected together and start to group them with hashtags based on what they have in common. Military, if you have a whole group of military people, hashtag military, hashtag Fort Worth. And then you can actually send information and articles to those people, text messages with links to articles based on that hashtag. Who had a question?
It was me.
Cassie. I'm in hashtag management. So all marketing down at the bottom left corner was hashtag management. You can create new hashtags. So you can actually create new hashtags. It's going to show you how many people have that particular hashtag that is already in your database. So the key here though is making sure that your people have hashtags. Okay. If your people don't have hashtags, so add contacts to this hashtag. So over here, so if I create a hashtag and it's golf, for example, I can create the golf hashtag, and then I can go to my CRM and I can add somebody from my CRM to the golf hashtag. I can add multiple people. So if I just met this whole group of people, I was out golfing or at a tournament and they all love golf, and I want to connect with them all through golf because I want to do a golf outing or whatever, then I can go in here and I can pull all of them and I can add all of their names to that golf hashtag. Make sense? So the hashtags are really important. The reason the hashtags are important is because they're going to drive your smart campaigns. So when you create smart campaigns, you're going to assign the campaigns to hashtags. So then anybody with that hashtag that gets added or is already added, depending on how you set up that campaign, will get launched on that campaign from you. Okay. So in here, you'll notice, first of all, my campaigns. So these are campaigns that I have set up in my database that I can add hashtags to. You have the KVCORE library, and then you have campaign templates. Okay. Notice when I'm in the library, the KVCORE library, on the right, it says add to my library. I won't see these campaigns from the KVCORE library until I've added them to my library. It took me far longer than I'm willing to admit to figure that out.
You and me both.
Yeah, but I did. But now I know. But what I want to show you guys in here, notice there are some lead conversion campaigns. So if they're over here, prospect to conversation, nosy neighbor conversation starter, there's all kinds of different things in here that you can set up, but you want to add them. So here's a post phone call lead. Here's new buyer lead, new seller lead. So there's all these different campaigns in here that you guys can add over into your library to use. Okay. So if I go in here and I just search lead, I put in the word lead, it's going to pull up all of the campaigns that'll apply to leads. And it tells you what it is. It tells you what the status for that contact would be. open house. So here's an entire campaign designed for leads that have come from the KVCORE open house app. So if you guys are doing an open house and you've downloaded and you're using the KVCORE open house app for your people, your visitors to sign in through the app, put it on an iPad, put the iPad at the front door, let them sign into the KVCORE app and register. Make sure you make them all register. Even if they say, oh, I have an agent, that's fine. I completely understand. But for the seller's security, the seller has asked that everybody that comes through their house and tours their home signs in and registers through the app. Blame it on the seller, right? But so in here, if I add this to my, it's 14 touches, it's text, email, add to my library, and then I can work with the open house template. Okay, you can take out what you don't want in here. So once you add it to your library, you can customize it. So if there's something in here you don't want in here, you can take it out. But in here, see, it's got an email, open house day 1. It tells you to call the attendee. So in your tasks, in the app or on your dashboard, up at the tasks up here, your notifications, it's going to tell you to call this person. Okay, that's your follow. Those are your follow-up calls. You can click on call from your laptop or your cell phone, and it'll dial that person on your cell phone for you. Yes. So if I go up here to my notifications and I click on the phone on one of these, here's Tina Hyatt. If I hit on the phone and I hit call, it's going to tell me, first of all, who she is, right? Call Tina. She's in your sphere of influence. I hit call now. Then I can hit view contact details. If you guys don't see that, it's calling my cell phone. It's actually calling my cell phone. I click call from my computer and it's calling my cell phone. Then there's a note, so I can actually log, they weren't home, they didn't answer. I contacted them. It was a bad phone number. I can add my notes and it's going to add all of those notes right into their contact record. It's pretty awesome, right?
Even Android users can do that. So it's not just iPhoneers. Android can also call for you.
All right.
What number? What number?
This lead call number. So it's this number that comes out of your system. So it doesn't come, but no, wait, I'm sorry. I take it back. It is your number. Hang on. So let me show you what happens. Sorry, I forgot about this. So the number, because what's happening right now is it's hard because it's me calling myself. So it's confusing. All right. But okay. Okay.
Call me maybe.
Well, so what I did was my phone number, I actually told people to save that.
So I want you guys to see this but it's not that number. If that number doesn't go to your person. So what happens is, watch. If I go in here and I go to, let me, if it loads, when it loads, because this is important for you guys to understand how this works. So if I go to Cassandra, she's in here. Okay, here we go. She's in here. Is that your number, 240-204? Okay, so if I click on the phone and I click call to call Cassie, it's calling her. I can click view contact details and it's going to show me her contact information. So what it's doing, because I did it from my laptop, it's calling my phone first, right? So if I answer.
We are attempting to connect with your lead. Press any number to connect.
So if I hit 1.
One moment while we connect your call.
Oh, because you have it stored as KVCORE. So it's calling her from that KVCORE number. I thought it called you from mine.
Tell people to that number and tell them to save that in their phone as your work number so that.
But they can't call you back from it.
No.
It doesn't work. They can't call you. So don't do that. Do not have your people call you back from that number.
410-604-8.
That's the KVCORE lead call number.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't have them call back. I would have them know that that's my backup number. Cause I had a client reach out the other day. She got an auto
We're
text.
sorry, an application.
Yeah, they can't call back. You
Right.
can't give them that number. You can call out, but you can't give them that number.
Well, so the reason why I tell people to do it, because there's some people like that have their settings, if the number is not programmed in your phone, it goes automatically, like it's automatically blocked or go to their voice.
Right.
So that's why I gave people my number, but I need to tell them, don't call me, directly, but I can call you from that number.
Well, they also get the text messages from that number. I had one of my clients reach out the other day and she's like, did you text me from this number? I was like, yes, that's my website's phone number. I
Yeah.
was like, you can't, I can tell you, you can call me on it.
Maybe just have them say that as you work.
Yeah. So if I go back in, so if I go into, now I'm in my campaigns, right? Because I've added these into my library. So now I can modify and tweak the campaigns once they're over in my library, but I can't while they're in the KVCORE library or the templates. I can create new templates for myself, but I actually have to click add to my library. And then once they're in my library, now I activate that campaign. So for example, I'm in the buyer nurture 1 year campaign. It says it's a mix of mostly emails with a few text messages designed to keep your name in front of longer term buyer prospects, nurtures, right guys? So, and this is Ruth Ann's using this one. So you can see, I'm looking at it as the company, but anyway, it applies to, she has it in here. It applies to all. It's active. So you do have to click to activate the campaign. And then it shows you all of the messages. So it shows you the emails. So I can click edit and I can actually edit the email if I want to and change it if I wanted to. But it's showing me all of the emails that go out. Down here's a text message. So it's going to send a text message on my behalf. It says, hi, Tina, just checking in. Do you have any real estate needs I can help with right now? Ruth Ann. So it's showing you the email. See ya. Still thinking about buying or selling. So 1 year out, it's going to send a text that says, are you still thinking about buying or selling a house or investment property in the near or mid future? Right. So that's your buyer nurture 1 year campaign that's in the system. So you want to activate the campaigns. Let me see if I'm going to go to mine because I have one in mine. So here's the birthday campaigns. Those are activated. I also created for you guys, so I will show you. The system did not have an e-newsletter campaign set up, and somebody asked me about it. So I created an e-newsletter campaign for you guys to utilize using, thank you, using the Buffini monthly items of values. So if you go into templates and you put in, if you search newsletter, there's a monthly market newsletter. Let me see which one is which.
Can we personalize?
It should automatically personalize it to you. So templates, let me see if I can remember. If I go to edit, yeah, you can change it, but clone it first. I mean, you should only be able to edit the one you have access to, but clone it first and then edit it. So for example, this is the July one. Don't use the July one. I need to delete it. It says July 2023.
Right.
The one that says newsletter is the one that you want to use. So if you hit clone, and then you're going to rename it. So it's going to be newsletter, Tina, Hyatt, whatever. And then your subject. So what do you want your email newsletter to say? Wait, this is not right. What am I doing wrong? Ruth Ann? Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can figure this out. Give me a second, guys. Let me find it. Maybe I have to clone it for the whole office. Monthly market newsletters. Says company, the scope is company wide. Okay, go into your campaigns and somebody Google monthly market newsletters.
Have it up, Tina.
You do have it too, Rhonda?
Uh-huh. But when
Okay.
I put in clone, it's got the July date in there.
Yeah, I don't think you need to hit clone. If you see monthly market newsletters and you click on it in your library, you should
Mhm.
see, there was one for July, there's August, that's supposed to
Mhm.
go out on August 15th, September, October, November, and December so far. So I have it created through December. So if you click on edit, like the August one, for example, if you click on August and you click edit, it's going to show you the e-newsletter that I created. At the bottom, it has the office information, but it's going to come from you guys. So it comes from you as their agent and it goes out to your contacts.
So I don't have an edit on mine. I have a view only
Oh, okay.
where yours says edit.
So I
Is it
guess
still-
that's because I am in here as the company admin and I created it. So I made it available to all of you. Can you clone it?
There's a clone button. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you hit clone, then you should be able to edit yours that you cloned.
I have a question. So this August newsletter, do I have to go in and actually check it off for it to go, or?
It needs
Is
to be
it-
active. Yeah, you need to click active campaign active.
Well, I already
it
did that. So like they went out in July, but do I have to go in there and do something to make sure August goes?
No, it should automatically go out. As soon as you activated the campaign, each month should go out. If you're in this one that shows you all the monthly ones.
Okay.
So Tina, when I went through the cloning, it did open up that edit button for me.
Okay, awesome.
Can you get me there one more
Up here
time?
at the top, you don't have clone campaign, Savannah? I'm sorry. Brandon, what did you ask me?
Can you get me to that letter again, where I'm at?
Yeah. Yes, okay, so we're in, I'll go back through. All marketing. Smart campaigns, you're gonna click on manage campaigns. And it's gonna default to your campaigns. And then in the search box, if you search monthly market newsletter, it should pop up, monthly market newsletter.
I have two, one is top.
You probably clone. Does it have 6 contacts? Okay, delete the one that says one touch. You want to make sure it says 6 touches. Does everybody see that? And you see 6 touches? Online, yes. So this, the one that says 6 touches is set up to run through December right now. Every month, it's set up to run to your contacts if you have it activated on the dates that it shows on the left. I think I put it on for the 15th of every month.
That's good.
If you want to be able to edit
About that. So I'm glad she
your
brought it,
content,
because I don't want the same July one to go.
if you want to edit your content, you can. You have to click clone campaign. And then you can go in and click on edit. And then to edit this image, all of this image information, you have to hit edit advanced template. Okay. And you guys can create your own. I just created something for you so that you all had newsletters to be sending out, because it was brought to my attention that KVCORE did not have a newsletter feature. Okay. So, and I can keep doing this. And I'm using the Buffini monthly items of value. Okay, which I don't think is horrible. If you guys are, if you're somebody who is sending these as mailers out to your contacts, I don't think it's terrible. They're getting an electronic version and they would be getting the print version. But these are not they're not the same exact as what the current month is. So in order for me to get December's monthly market item of value for Buffini, I had to use December of 2022. So this December e-newsletter that I created for you was a mailer that you guys sent out last December. So if you're doing that, they won't match up, if that makes sense, which I think is fine, right? They'll get different mailed content than what they're getting in the e-newsletter from you. If you guys want a Spanish version of this, so to those of you that have Spanish speaking people in your database, you could take this campaign that I created for you, you could clone it, and in the exit up here under quick actions, the exit monthly, or no, I'm sorry, the exit agent resource drive, the resource drive, right? In the resource drive, we have the Buffini monthly items of value that Maida loads. And in there, she adds the Spanish versions also. So if you scroll all the way down to the Buffini monthly items of value mailers, and you go in there, if you go back to December of 2022, for example, there is the Spanish version. So you could take that same e-newsletter that I created, and you could go in and click Edit Advanced Template. And then you could go in and change, because it's all in frames. So I actually built this in Canva all together. So you would just have to either change this and just load in, take this out, and upload your own Spanish version of that month's campaign. You're
Question,
welcome.
Tina.
Yes.
The footer of that monthly newsletter, you said KVCORE would automatically put our contact information there?
So this is the office information, but I
Okay.
thought it has the agent footer in here. Oh, the top. It's up here at the top, the agent
Oh,
header.
a header.
The header. So the footer is just the office information
Mhm.
down here. So it'll say Exit Results Realty, the office address, phone, email, office email, which is just info. Up here at the top, the agent header will be your agent header.
Okay.
You don't have
to do anything. Yep.
So once we activate the campaign at the top, that automatically is going to send it out tomorrow
Yeah.
to whoever you selected.
Yeah. If tomorrow, tomorrow's the 15th. Yeah, it is. Yes. I know, right? But yes, it should go out to your contacts. Yeah. In a campaign, you mean?
Yes.
Oh, your scope. No, it doesn't matter. What it's telling you is like this birthday campaign. Some of them like the newsletter one. So you can't set up company ones. You can't change or create a company-wide one. Company admins can create ones that are company-wide that you guys all have the option of utilizing. But user means you in particular. So you can create your own custom campaigns as a user that only you have access to for your database. So like if you create your own custom user campaign and you pick and you designed it and it's your look, you created everything in Canva because it has your brand information and everything, and you create that campaign, it's only going to show up for you as a user, not company-wide and be available to the whole company. I think only office administrators have the ability to create company-wide campaigns that everybody in the company has access to. You're welcome. Anything I should add or didn't add?
Oh, this is a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah, we're, I
Yeah, I'm kind of, I'm in the deep end. Drowning.
When's the next one?
Yeah.
I know.
Always reach out or come to Wednesdays from 11 to 12 in Pasadena and sit down with me for one-on-one help.
Yeah. So yeah, that lead time, that workshop time that Ruth Ann and Brittany do in Pasadena's on Wednesdays, they can help you with this stuff. But I will show you. So in the campaigns, for example, though, so I just went into the default active buyer campaign. And if you go into, I'm gonna hit yes, over here, the default active buyer campaign, this information, this is where you're going to edit the schedule of the campaign. So for example, you're gonna decide, you can decide in here when you want the campaign to start. So this is a new active buyer lead campaign. So I'm gonna start this when the lead comes in as new, or you could do it if the lead's transferred to you, or if the hashtag is new buyer lead, hashtag new lead, right? Depends on how you want this to be created, when you want it to be created, right? And then you can also do it based off of their status. So remember that the tracker that goes across of your across the top of your contact record that shows if it's a lead, what status they are. So over here, active lead, under contract, closed, archived, sphere of influence, right? So you can choose the advanced trigger in here as well. So you can build this campaign, each campaign, to be as deep as you want it to be as far as when it initiates. Doesn't have to be very surface level that I just add this hashtag and now they start getting this campaign. You could say, okay, this campaign starts when the hashtag is hashtag Zillow, and you could do a start trigger that is when they're assigned to the lender. And I could add a trigger that also says when their status is new lead. And you know what I mean? Like I can build this campaign trigger to be as deep or as shallow as I want it to be. All right. You could even do forms. So the form submission is when, if you've created landing pages. So under marketing, it has landing pages that you guys can create, which are amazing. So if you've created a landing page and that landing page requires them to complete a submission form to request information. When that submission form is completed, you could initiate a campaign to go out to them. So you really get to decide how you want to build your campaigns and who and how you want them to go out. Okay. If I go back over to marketing, the behavioral automation, the last thing I'm going to touch on, behavioral automation. This is what dictates certain automated emails to go out to people in your database. So for example, on your website, if a lead favorites a property in your, like if you sent them listing alerts and they favorited a property, you can create an email or a text message to automatically go out to them as soon as they favorite a property, which is insane. So for example, a lead favorites a property. If I view, I'm going to go to the text message. I can preview the text message. Hi, Tina, it looks like you favorited 123 Maple Street on my website. Would you like any more information about it? Tina Hyatt, 443-864-1594, and my website. That's the message. You can edit that automated text message as well if you want to, and you could create something different. So you can create that message or tweak that message based on what you want it to say. If a lead has viewed the same property 3 times, they're going to get, you can set it up for them to get an automatic email or text message from you if you want. If they've viewed 10 properties in the last, I mean, all of these, right? So make sure you guys set this up the way you want it to be managed, the way you want messages to go out to your people. Because what I will say to you is when we launch this for the leads, the lead platforms and your jump balls, these things are going to be important. Okay? Because that's when new leads are going to start to funnel in. And those statuses are going to start to trigger some of these different things.
Do we have a time frame on that side?
It's supposed to be September 1st.
Yeah, I'm actually today gonna put, if you're on City already, I'm gonna put some leads in the Op City con of these ones, just so you guys can practice claiming them and seeing how that works, but yeah. Get ready.
Not yet. And
What's
then over here
happening
on
September 1st? I didn't hear that question. I'm sorry.
the leads, no, you're fine. So everybody that's on the lead platforms on Jump
okay.
Ball, Zillow and OpCity, UpNest, whatever all the different lead platforms are, those leads are going to start to funnel through ponds in KVCORE. So you guys are going to start to get your notifications for your new leads through KVCORE.
Went over Winning Wednesday, how to win them. So that's why you need to be in the room.
Yeah.
Winning Wednesdays.
If you guys are not in the rooms on Winning Wednesdays, if you have not, just as a reminder, and you've not completed your agent quick start and you're not in KVCORE using KVCORE, you will not be activated on the lead platforms until you complete all of those things, because we cannot have leads being missed because people have not taken the trainings and don't understand how to claim the leads and how to follow up with those leads. All right. You're welcome. This even says, notice on the right-hand side, the automation, behavior automations are actions the system takes based on the behavior of your contacts. These automations help you more effectively use the system. If turned on, we will alert you in your daily email when one of these actions has occurred. And then it's when a new lead or prospect responds, move them over to active. So that's their status. So they'll be moved over into active status on your system when they respond to anything on one of your emails or one of your campaigns that go out to them.
Can I add the behavioral alerts up there at the top? Have every single one of those on, because I have a closed person that just recently hopped back on and started looking again. So now I'm gonna have to reach out there and be like, what's up? Thinking about selling that house I helped you buy last year? Like, what's going on? So
The only one you may not want on there is contract, because, and remember guys, please don't forget, if you have people, buyers you're working with and you get them under contract, deactivate their search alerts, pause their search alerts. The last thing you want to have, I can't tell you how many agents have reached out to me and said, Tina, I have a problem. I always love those phone calls. Tina, I have a problem. I have a buyer and we're under contract. We just got ratified and we have the home inspection, whatever. We don't have a home inspection contingency. And they just got an alert for another property that went active that they really like, and they want to terminate this contract. Well, guess whose fault that is?
Yours.
Deactivate their search alerts, guys. Pause them, and then you can reactivate them if that contract doesn't work out. But you do not want to be sending them listings while they're actively under contract. Okay. Any other questions, guys, right now? The best thing I can recommend is play around with this. Play around with this. Play around with this. You are going to learn so much more by playing around with it, Cassie.
I do see my rental now, just really got it, but I had to keep it.
That's weird.
Well, I just asked him, you told me to just refresh, and so I just emailed him back and I was like, is it a piece of I can see?
Okay, thanks. Yeah, that is weird. Yeah. Any other questions before we wrap up? I'm sure there's.
And this was amazing.
Good. Good.
it's good stuff. I just boosted ad for the open house I did last week. I did get one lead off of it, but it got over 500 people impressions. So
Yeah.
that not only helped my open house, it helped listing. even.
That's awesome.
It came up on my face. Yeah, she sent me a photo.
Nice. Good job. Ruth Ann said her boosted open house ad she did. She got a lead off of it and got over 500 impressions for the open house. And it wasn't her open house. Who did you hold it for? Dennis. She held it for Dennis, who was on here. Which is pretty awesome. Yeah. So
I'm still here.
Yeah,
Hey.
clients, I told the clients I boosted an ad and they were really excited. They were like, awesome. And yeah, we really good open houses this weekend. I
Nice.
killed a bottle of champagne at the one yesterday. It was fun.
Sweet. Mimosas.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very cool.
Oh, an option to show when.
Yeah. Okay. So in your settings, so Cassie just brought up a good point that her rental listing was not showing up in her marketing assets and on her website. And that was because up under settings, you have to have the option set up for rental listings to show up on your site. And that I think is under the website manager, or they won't show up. So website settings.
Yeah, listings.
Listings. So if you guys, so I went to website settings, my website settings. And then notice down here in here, if you have unclicked rentals and you have a rental listing, your rental listing will not show up for marketing purposes. So just be careful what you have checked or unchecked on here. All right. Any other questions before I let you guys go? Okay. Well, have fun playing around, guys. The website, where do they build
Thank
the,
you.
You're welcome. Ruth Ann, where do they build the, all lead engine tools? Lead engine tools, this is where you guys can go to build the squeeze pages or the landing pages. So if you're not sure what you would do those for, feel free to ask Ruth Ann or myself. But landing pages or squeeze pages, a squeeze page is a search page that squeezes traffic and turns them into leads. So for example, you would do that for all active homes in Ellicott City, Maryland. And that would be a squeeze page that you could market out to try to grab leads that are searching for properties in Ellicott City, Maryland, specific to an area, right? Your landing pages can be for anything, any campaign. You could create a landing page, for recruiting. You could create a landing page for a seminar that you're going to hold. You could create, and sorry guys, I know I keep bringing this one up, but it's because I have a couple of you in the room. If you are targeting or marketing to military people transferring into the area, create a landing page for, active military relocating to Fort Meade. Click here or create your landing page to funnel those leads in. And then you could do boosted Facebook ads, advertising just that landing page where they have to fill in their contact information to request more information. And maybe you have a value add item that you could give away. So, active military, PCSing, I don't know why I always do that. PCSing into Fort Meade, ? Complete the file or click below to request a free guide on, all things Fort Meade or the whatever you want it to be, how to, or best places to go or whatever you want it to be. I don't know. And then you could do one for Aberdeen. You could do one for whatever, any of the different military bases around. You could have different landing pages for each military base in this area that people might be transferring into. And then you could do boosted ads for those. And when you do the boosted ad, remember, you can target a specific area. So if you know that we get a lot of people transferring in from Georgia or Fort Worth or whatever, you could create landing pages, squeeze specifically for that, do a boosted Facebook ad for that landing page, specifically out to Georgia around that base. I mean, this is how intuitive this tool is, guys. So it's really important to know how to use all of these things and then use them all so that you're making the most of the system. Pitch sheets, generate a pitch sheet for potential listings to show the power of your buyer database. This is also great for attracting FSBOs and expireds and closing more listing appointments. I mean, there's all these great lead tools in here for you guys. So just make sure you're learning them and that you're using all of these tools. A lot of them are free. So, I want to show you this one last thing, guys, because this is incredible. I know, but wait, there's more. Because I actually just found out about this one myself. But if I'm on the lead engine, so if you go to the lead engine, and don't leave me guys online because this is important. Go to lead engine, all lead engine tools. We showed you guys the open house app, right? So you're familiar with the open house app. You're also familiar with the KVCORE app. which is for you guys to manage your database. So if you go to your App Store or the Google Play Store, you want to look for the KVCORE Open House app, or if you click here, it'll give you the QR code to scan and download it. The other one is the KVCORE app, which is for you to access this, the back end of your database. However, those of you who used to use HomeSnap and are sad that it's gone and we don't have a replacement, yes, you do. KVCORE has you have your own branded MLS search app for your clients and your leads, and it's right here on the lead engine, Millions Mapped app. It's the home search app for your contacts. And I'm going to tell you guys, it is badass. It is so much cooler than HomeSnap. So if you click on Millions Mapped app, and then you can click, so there's instructions on how to send it out to your clients, so your clients can download it and access it. If you click download on the Apple Store, well, you have to go on your cell phone and get it, but it's going to say conversion. This is what it's going to look like. Millions Mapped real estate app. For those of you who don't know, KVCORE used to be Conversion. That was their previous name. They bought some companies, they rebranded, and it's now KVCORE. But the Millions Mapped app is so awesome. I've been using it myself because I was so upset that I didn't have HomeSnap anymore. It is the solution to not having HomeSnap. It's branded to you. So when your people are on here and they're looking at the app, everything is going to have your branding and information on it. It has real-time home search capability. There's even heat maps. So you can click on the heat map, and the heat maps will show you walk scores. So depending on what you want the heat map to show you, you can do a heat map for walkability scores, for short sales, foreclosures, popular areas, expensive homes, cheaper homes. Guys, there's a heat map for cheaper homes. So if you have investors or just first-time home buyers and they're looking in a lower price range, newest listings, oldest listings, price reductions. So if I go to the oldest listings heat map, depending on where I'm searching, at the bottom, you can click on near me. So it's going to pull up homes near you. And then there's your little heat map. Hold on, if I get it back. Come back. It's showing me average stats for 92 properties. The average price in this area is $618,000 for 3 beds, 3 baths. And my heat map is showing me the areas with the oldest properties. So down here, the yellow, the reds, that's showing me the oldest property areas, listings. And it's showing me red, obviously, are sold. It's showing me walkability areas. And then the greens, it's going to give me the listings. And if I click on a listing, it's going to give me all the MLS details for that property, right? The location, all the details from the MLS. And then if I click down at the bottom, there's a text feature. Well, you want to have them log in as you log in when you send them the app. So read that guide in here on how to give your clients access to the app, because what you don't want is for them to download the app and just randomly end up with somebody else or something. So how to send a link to the Millions Map to your contacts. You can tie the leads directly to you using your special app link. It's your KVCORE URL followed by app.php. So if you guys text out or send out, download my mobile app today, visit trevorhyatt.hyatandcompany.com/app.php. They will get your app directly linked to you. And then everything in here, all the communications and everything would come directly to you. In here, they can click and they can search for their home and it'll tell them their home's property value. They can save favorites, they can look at sale, rent, they can set their settings, all of that. I wonder why.
Says
Did you put in your email address, your exit results? You used your exit results email address? Because I just got into mine.
But then it says log into Facebook. Maybe
No,
I
no,
just
no.
go-
Oh, it's
not a
there.
field, you have to
It's not a field, right above email. Touch the, hit login. Right here.
Oh.
It's like
so
not a
weird.
block. There's no block there, where there should be a block. So guys online, what they just, so first of all, I want to make sure everybody has this because this is really important. So you can text out, you could do a mass text or a mass email to your people or put it on social media that says, I have my own app. Download my mobile app today to search for properties, see your home's current property value, and connect with me, whatever. And it even says here, see listings for sale on my super fast mobile app. Download my mobile office to see the latest home updates, whatever you want to say, right? And then your specific mobile app link is your first, so it's your name, Tina, let me try it. Let me see if it works. Make sure it works. Tina Hyatt dot HyattandCompany.com/app.php. Go ahead. Yeah. Well, that's not good.
I can't download it. It says it's not available for my device.
I want to go off and work the bugs out before I go down.
Yeah, right? Don't send it out yet until you know who your, mine is Chuck Marshall from,
Where'd you see that?
I wonder if it's because we didn't log in, but that doesn't make sense because my email is in my KVCORE. So,
You get assigned an agent as a.
so you have an agent code.
Mine has been hers.
Let me see. All right, let's work on this because yeah, I want to make sure if you guys send this out to your clients that they're getting logged into you.
Jesus.
I'm asking support about them.
Well, mine doesn't even.
You are asking support?
Tina, the instructions say first name. You did Tina Hyatt. Does that matter?
Oh, maybe it does. I just thought that was their format. Let me see. So it says your special app link is your KVCORE URL followed by app.php. So let me try Tina. But there's multiple. So like
All right.
we have multiple. Who do we have multiples of? Do
Rob.
we have any? Kathy's, Rob's, you're right. So it has to be, this is our KVCORE URL. And if I just did Hyatt and Company, then who knows where they end up. And it just takes me to a website. But it's also showing that there is, okay. So we're gonna figure this out. And we will let everybody know what we figure out. So yes, stand by.
Are Brittany and Ruth Ann doing something on Wednesday at Pasadena this Wednesday, or is that just what?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's Wednesday. Forgetting how to use mobile millions mapped. The specific link is critical to the flow of associating that person with your KVCORE database. So yeah, give me my specific link. And so when it goes to install, the first page welcomes you to the app, showing the photo of the real estate professional that linked you, Tina Hyatt. So if I wonder if I text it, maybe it's because we're doing it on computers. So what if I text myself? Let me try this. Give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna text myself 864-1594 Tina Hyatt Hyatt and company.com /app.php, right? And then if I go back in, all right, so it took me to the website. Open the app. So try it on your cell phones. So on your cell phones, put in the web address, your website. So trevorhyatt.hyattandcompany.com, dennisbentley.hyattandcompany.com, whatever your website is, Hyatt and Company. Right, so Tina Hyatt.hyattandcompany.com. I can type /.
It worked, Tina.
What's that?
So I sent it to myself by text through the KVCORE.
And it worked?
It worked, yeah. So I just when I just uploaded it or downloaded the app again, because I downloaded it first, then I deleted it. When I downloaded it again, it does brand to me.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Ron.
Yeah, you're
So
welcome.
I just did the same thing. So I deleted the app. So you actually, that's why it says send them your specific link to the app. So send them a text message, a mass text to everybody, or an email to your database, or put it on Facebook, but it has to say, download my mobile app today for whatever you want. And then it's your website, custom website URL /app.php. That's okay. It's this. So it's Cassandra Dorsey .hyattandcompany.com /app.php.
Oh, I see.
And then that will take them to the mobile app.
Tina, I have a question.
It'll have, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, sorry. So are we sending this from the actual website?
Yeah, branded to me.
You can.
Cool.
It worked, Brandon. So you not from the website, you can send it out to everybody from within the back end. Oh dear, that's not what I meant to do. Like in KV, if I go into KVCORE, and I just want to see if mine worked too. Give me 1 second, I'm sorry. Cancel. It did work? Okay.
So for my agent.
Awesome. Okay. So Aisha, what you can do is inside your KVCORE, if you go to your contacts, you could do a mass text up here if you wanted, or a mass email, or you can search by a certain hashtag. So if you want to send it to all hashtag active buyer or everybody with the status active, you could do a mass email or a mass text. So if I'm going to do a mass text, I'll show you, I'll walk you through it. If I go to my contacts and I just want to send it to all of my contacts, I would just do select all. And then I'm going to do a mass text. that's going to say, I'm not doing a canned response. I'm sending a message that says, hi. Or happy Monday, whatever, something that, so that they know it's coming from you, right? Happy Monday. Still looking at for a home to purchase. Download my mobile app today to search all active listings.
It's not working on all the Android.
Oh, so depending on how new your Android phone is,
Your phone on Android, you won't photo.
you know what that solution is?
Yeah, I know. So he gets a kickback from somebody out of that.
I believe the new iPhone is coming out in September.
There you go. So you could wait for that. Okay, so my message might, I used to say something like this. Happy Monday, still looking for a home. Download my mobile app today to search all active listings. Find it at tinahyatt.hyattandcompany.com/app.php. And then Tina Hyatt, whatever, my information.
Yeah, I even have my agent.
Okay, and then you could hit send and it should send the text out to all of your people.
Okay, thank you.
Like if you're welcome. Are you sure? Yes. So if I just do this and send it to myself, let's see if it works. I could click on Tina Hyatt, mass text, send my message, hit send. The other cool thing about sending them through here, the messages, right? It tracks everything that you send out. So it's going to track my text message that I just sent to her. And it shows me what my text message looked like. And I just got my text message to myself with the live link to the mobile app, which takes me to go download the mobile app. So it does work and it sends out a text message with your live link. You what? Need a new phone?
Yeah. Not enough.
Sorry, guys. So the app is pretty awesome. So if you guys do, I mean, get in there, log in, start using it, because it's a pretty cool app. And so now when I download and log in, it does show brought to you by Tina Hyatt when you first log in, and your My Agent page should be you on your app. Yes, I know. Very cool. For those of you who didn't see my post this weekend, Exit did add new mobile business card designs in the resource center, and they're pretty cool. I like them. They're a little bit more modern, a little bit more updated. So if you guys aren't, make sure, first of all, you guys are in the Facebook group and watching the posts and everything. But the new mobile business card designs, there's this version, and I think there's a teal version, and then the old versions also. You can change your design for your mobile business card in the Exit app. The Exit, what's it called? Exit Connect or whatever it's called app. I know they're two different things. This is in the resource center. Thank you for asking. I know. So there are in quick actions. If you go to the Exit Resource Center, that's where you can log in to change your mobile business card design. In the what? Oh, that would be your headshot, how your headshot's loaded. Maybe go back in and look at the dimensions that it recommends for your headshot. Yeah, in your profile. Maybe like, yeah. You did? Okay, so maybe there's just a lag. Try refreshing or just wait a little bit for it to reload. Also close out completely and then of your app, like do a hard close on your app and then reopen it. But all right, guys, anybody online have any questions before I hop off?
No,
You-
thank you. So we're gonna go over more of this on Wednesday?
We can, so Ruth, if this is what people have questions on, Ruth Ann and Brittany can help with this on Wednesday for sure.
Will it be on Zoom?
Oh, geez.
But,
I could maybe even help with it. I could help with it probably.
if not, I can do that day.
Yeah, maybe I can even put another workshop on the calendar, just a workshop this month that we can work together on.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna
Do
hop
we have any
off.
headshot? We have any headshots scheduled anytime coming up this month? I don't see any. Can we reach out to that person?
We don't, Liz, we could see if I have a group of people that need it, I could get her back out here this month for headshots. I like to
Because if we
have
need
at
new
least,
business. Yeah,
you want to
we
get
need
your
new
headshots.
business cards.
She'll do it just for you too, you know, she'll meet you anywhere, but she'll come out just for one person also. And the cost is the
Okay.
same, no savings, doing it in a group versus doing it one by one. So if you do go into the Exit Agent resource drive in quick actions, there is our recommended vendor contact list, Exit Results Realty recommended vendor and contractor list, and Liz is in there. What?
Great. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. But her contact information is in there under photographers. Yes, you're probably right.
Yeah, I saw it there. It's like, who's she?
Agents, no, agents, a lot of agents work with her.
Is it there?
Dennis, a lot of agents work with her. Yeah, she's just
Really?
another lender
Second back
option.
west?
She's not with us, but she's another lender option. Yeah.
He got some.
All right, guys. Nobody else has any questions? That's all I have. Thank you. I know that was a long one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good.
Thanks, T.
No problem. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Make it a great week.